Yes, let's stop the silliness now.
We stop doing this now. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to AI, the cool stuff. Today we're going to be talking about AI news, picture generation, and lots of other stuff as well. So, because I can't remember till I start reading my list, and I've forgotten off it. What I do generally is I do every morning. I'm watching YouTube, and if I see anything that's interesting, I just write it down, and then if I copy the link, and then I know that I can always go back to it. Well, actually, I don't go back to it. Claude goes back to it. But yeah. So anyway, let's go around the room and introduce ourselves, and then my quick question this week is: have you ever done any paid work online? I'm not talking about the smutty sites and anything like that, but there's Amazon. Sort of used to pay people. I'll talk more about that afterwards, but let's just start with who was first here? Jane.
Dave was first.
Dave. Okay, Dave. Let's start with Dave then. Why are you swapping
at the same time? Because I was sure you were there when I turned up.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
paid work online, apart from the coaching I do online, no, nothing really paid work. I'm Dave Caudle. I'm a career coach. I work with people to make sure they are career ready. They know how to manage their careers and how to get jobs they love that support the lifestyle they want.
Perfect. Thanks, Dave. Jane.
Yeah, paid work online. Well, only the not really. No, it's ordinary support stuff. Press all the keys, that kind of thing. But nothing else. No dedicated sort of web, job payment.
Yeah, like sort of doing research or something.
Yeah. Anyway, Jane Chakravorty, companies in Victor Linux. We do IT solutions for small and medium-sized business with a strong focus on data sovereignty, use Linux and open source stuff.
Okay, thanks, Jane. Steffi.
Well, everything I do is paid online, isn't it? So with all my SaaS products. So yes, Steffi Lewis, 33-year veteran web developer, using AI all day, every day, chatting away, having a good time, building my CIC. I'm actually decided I'm going to buy a DJI Osmo for my mobile phone, and I'm going to document my journey, building my CIC and going networking and stuff, which would be fun.
Okay.
I'm sure there's some AI involved in the editing.
Yeah, must be.
Mm.
Andy.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I do a lot of one-to-one calls with people online. That's not really the same thing. Research stuff. I get invites to it. It'll only take you 15 minutes for X pound. Well, it ain't going to take 15 minutes. It's going to be half an hour. And when you multiply that X pound up by, you work it out your hourly rate. You think, no, not going to do it. It's pointless. Waste of time.
Yeah. Okay, I'm David Harris. I'm not doing this. I'm creating websites, or I'm hosting websites. And no, I haven't really. I mean, obviously, I get similar to other guys. I do get paid. I do work online all the time. So, but it's for my own business, really. Good, because has anyone ever heard of the Mechanical Turk?
No.
Yes,
Oh,
I have.
I've heard of that.
I have heard of it, but I can't remember what it is.
It's 250 years ago. In 1770, a Hungarian inventor built a machine called the Mechanical Turk. It was a life-size figure in robes and a turban, and it sat at a chess cabinet. It toured Europe for decades, beating all comers, and it even apparently played Napoleon and beat him as well at chess. It beat Benjamin Franklin as well, apparently, who had a go. It was quite a clever bloke. Klaus was astonished that this machine could think, but it wasn't. It was a chess master hidden inside. The
That was the one
that made him look like the world's first AI robot.
Was he a midget then?
It doesn't say. Well, it doesn't say in my notes. It didn't do there. So So anyway, if we jump forward to 2005, which you're more likely to, in the recesses of your brains, you probably something will surface now. It's sort of Amazon launched a launched a service, so, launched a service called the Mechanical Turk, and this was this sort of businesses post tiny digital jobs called human intelligence tasks, and a global pool of workers does them for a few pence each. Labeling in images, transcribing videos, and answering surveys. And it's the grunt work of teaching computers to understand the world. And Jeff Bezos called it artificial intelligence, because it was, in fact, just an army of people. So he actually named it after the fake robot. And but you got to admire the honesty. So it had or had till recently 500,000 workers across 190 different countries. These are the people who taught AI sort of what a cat looks like and things like that. Just an army of grunt workers who are actually doing all these things. And on Tuesday, Amazon said, "Well, okay, we're going to close it all on September the 30th because we don't need these people anymore." So there's no, because they're worked on piecework, there's a lot of them been relying on it, and now they've got nothing. But the it's kind of a bit of a bleak story, you know, because all these people are being thrown out of work. But a survey found that 46% of Mechanical Turk I'm losing my ability to speak here. Mechanical Turk workers in one experiment appeared to be using AI to complete their tasks, which was which I thought was quite funny. So so yeah. So anyway, with 35 days notice, these people have got no transition plan, no severance, and so it's exiting the human data business entirely, because it's I don't know what these other ones were. The SageMaker Ground Truth and Amazon Augmented AI is all shutting down. That relies on people, and nobody knows what's going to happen to these people. But Mechanical, I'll have to see if I can get a picture of the Mechanical Turk, because I don't know if anyone ever engraved it or drew it, because it's before, obviously, 1770s, way before the ability to electronically capture images.
Do we know, was it exposed?
There are pictures.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Loads.
If Michael Eve was still here, he probably did a painting of it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, he's
Yeah, I can imagine there was a person in the suit, because it's sort of big enough to have a human in it.
right. Yeah.
And,
So I think that's
quite clever.
Yeah.
Surprised when it was exposed that they were murdered or something.
Yeah, because there's some really famous people were made to look a bit silly because they thought they were playing a robot. Hi, Fred.
Dave?
You all right? Okay, good. Do you want to quickly tell us what you do?
Not a lot.
Okay, good. Excellent.
Yeah, no, I run a
business.
digital agency, but basically at the moment I'm promoting Go High Level and implementing that for clients.
Okay, okay, brilliant. Thank you very much. Okay, right. Meta, I guess everyone would have seen on the news that Meta has agreed to pay up to $16.68 billion to settle a claim in America that they've been abusing children, or not abusing them, but not being mindful of the effects of social media on kids.
Wow.
Who gets that money? Who gets the actual money though? Does that go to the government, or does that?
I think it's it's the individual state governments that were taking them to court. So I don't know. How I read it was that they were going to set up various educational. I mean, the government gets some of it, but they're setting up sort of educational things, and they're going to implement changes and things to carry out the wishes of those particular states and probably all the others as well.
There was a funny post that somebody talked about that and then said, and the funny thing is that Mark Zuckerberg learned that back by the time you get to the end of this sentence.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing was, the stock market was so relieved that that a settlement had been made and this sword had been taken away from them, that their stock price went up by 2% immediately, which is 20 billion, which is more than the actual government have had to pay out. It's
These
I
governments
wonder
will
if
fund
they
these.
worked that out before they agreed on the amount that we're going to settle for. Like they go, yeah, well, we'll just release it early so that we can buy some stocks and they do a bit of insider trading and make more money. Yeah, good.
Oh, bound to. Yeah, like the money will go to the government centres and they'll be backhanded to the people dishing out the money to make these centres. It'll all happen, won't it?
yeah,
Yeah.
because I don't know how much Meta's worth, but I believe it's well over $1 trillion, isn't it? What, 1.5 trillion, something like that. It's amazing, really, when you think about it, because it's such a crap platform. It is now. I mean,
it is. Yeah.
I mean, I used to go on it when it first came out, but I just get so pissed off with the adverts, I don't bother anymore.
Yeah.
I just go on there, see if anyone sent me a message or post my spammy posters and things, and I come off it again. So it's so yeah, I don't think it's not. I don't think it's that social at the moment. I know some people are still saying it and they don't mind the adverts; they just keep scrolling past them. But I don't know. Anyway, OpenAI has built its own chip. It's chip, not ship. It's and it's apparently it's beating NVIDIA's. Well, it would do, wouldn't it? AI work per watt in benchmark tests. So obviously, NVIDIA's been the biggest company in town when it comes to creating chips, and some people say they're overcharging their biggest customers because they can, and because there's a shortage. But it's the first time an AI companies, or would you call it? Yeah, I guess you would. Yeah, sort of OpenAI has a crack at making them themselves. You wouldn't have thought it'd be that difficult, would you, when you've got a lot of resources? So and SpaceX
Apparently, there's a massive influx of RAM coming, which will drop prices quite dramatically. Yeah.
yeah, because
Is
there's
there
a
any,
shortage of them, and there's something about the Straits of Hormuz. Straits of
Well, I
Hormuz
think it's
is
because
improving.
the data centers were taking all the RAM up because they're building so many data centers at the moment to fund the AI. That's why Nvidia's doing so well. But the manufacturers are finally caught up. So
Right.
there's going to be an absolute massive ton of RAM coming in to the markets, which will hopefully bring the price down. Because you want a 64 gig RAM kit, it was costing like $900.
Mm.
Just stupid.
It's
you
really
know.
gone up. Hardware has gone up exponentially, about
Yeah,
20%, I think. It's
yeah.
you quote for, we've got until the end of the month to for a Barracuda unit, and that's after that it literally is 20% from the 1st of September for a hardware appliance. Amazing.
Mm. Yeah, I think I'll stick with my old Mac. Yeah.
Yeah, likewise.
It's 5 years old. It's not. It's old.
It's interesting, Steph, when you said $600. It's unbelievable. Like I sold 10 meg hard drives for $2,000 in the 80s.
Right.
So
Yeah.
so relatively speaking, it's negligible, isn't it, today?
Mm. Yeah. So so SpaceX are building a launch complex for $100 billion. I thought that was amazing. Because it's 100 billion. It's kind of they drop these figures like they're nothing, and yet the governments are fighting because they've got a whole of like a fraction of that. Like, oh, there's there's a 7 billion black hole, you know, and sort of Anthropic says the addressable market, so the total market for AI is $30 trillion. Okay, I don't know where they get these figures from. So as you'll see, which is a third of the entire world's economy. So confidence is not in short supply at Anthropic. So it's but that's the entire AI market. Obviously, they think AI is going to take over a third of the world.
But it's also interesting the way a lot of these companies are valued, right, at X amount of dollars. But when you actually look at what are they actually earning, and is there actually like profit in what they're doing, or is it purely just investing because in the hope of getting something at the back end? You know,
exactly,
so
yeah, that's been a
funny figures. Oh, yeah, funny figures.
Not a bubble, it's a donut.
and everyone's going to fall down the hole.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think it's going to happen because everybody's investing in everybody else. So if one goes, they all go. That's the thing. And the entire concept of AI just goes down the drain. But the donut is inflating, certainly, because of the amount of money that's going into it. It's inflating all the way around the loop, you know.
And they become too big to fail. Because
Yeah.
OpenAI is too big to fail. The American government would have to support it in some way. I mean, sort of investors might lose a few quid, but the company will keep going. You know, so it's the trouble is like 100 years, like in the late 20s, people were borrowing money to put on the stock market because it was producing such good interest, you know, good returns, and then when that disappeared, people end up with a shitload of debt, and depends how you're buying your shares, you know. Yeah, I mean, some of the Chinese moonshot who write Kimi K3, which we covered a couple of weeks ago, is actually trying to get into business with American cloud companies and things. So it might not be such a battle as people are thinking, you know, and they might get folded in somehow, you know, because the Chinese is not a perfect communist system. You know, they've got a stock market, Shanghai, you know, they've got stuff and they're floating stuff even this week. There's the Chinese chip maker that's challenging NVIDIA when Trump stopped them from exporting to China. Is a huge company called Enflame. Well, it's huge by Chinese standards, you know, but they're opened up its IPO, or they're going to on September 2nd, and they'll probably raise about $1 billion on the stock market to build stuff. So it's not. I think it's kind of integrated. I mean, it seems to me like it's not like a totally that they try and make out they're all rivals, but in the end, the money will talk and they'll somehow integrate, you know. So,
David, those people that you were talking about a few weeks ago developing the photon chips.
yes, yeah.
That's an interesting development, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Yes, where they're actual using light rather than pieces of wire. Well, they go down glass tubes, but it was so miniature. It was amazing. Yeah. So that would, because there'd be no heat coming off the chip, and then it would be well, presumably the Greens would like that sort of thing because you massively cut down their energy requirements.
Why don't you do a logic gate in light? I can imagine them doing memory, because do you remember back in the day IBM did the three-dimensional wired array? So you could do that. You could do that with light. I can understand that where it intersects, but trying to put logic gate into light is, I don't know how they're going to do that.
Yeah,
just frequency. It's all related to frequency.
Yeah, light color.
So it's
maybe.
like it's like, you know, you'd have X frequency for yes and Y frequency for no. You know.
Yeah.
because that's
Well,
all
yeah,
that's all
frequencies.
light is. It's just a slight difference in frequency.
Yeah,
And
frequencies.
that's how with
Colour.
fiber at the moment you can have multi-channels down one fiber because they're all running at different frequencies.
Mm.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'd imagine it'd be similar.
And I do watch these sort of, like, every week there seems to be a development in the quantum computing world, but honestly, I don't really understand the science.
I won't say babysitting because he's 12 years old, so you'd get the shits with that. But I was minding my young grandson the other day, and quantum YouTube video came on about quantum mechanics and all the rest of it. And this guy was talking and way above my head. And this 12-year-old was right into it, absolutely just absorbing it and repeated it afterwards of what the guy was talking. Like, wasn't just listening, like actually absorbed it and took it in and understood what the guy was talking about. And I'm going, what is this shit? I couldn't absorb it. I just didn't get it. But he was just sucking it all in. Amazing.
What do they call them? They call the immigrants and the natives, don't they? So I think.
I saw an interesting article about somebody's pioneered a neuron chip. So they've actually wired an actual physical neuron into a computer and it thinks. It actually works. And I'm just like, well, that's a horrible existence, isn't it? If it's actually thinking. But I can imagine you could grow billions of neurons into a cube and have that actually doing your calculations for you.
Billions of revolutionaries, Steffi.
Yeah, I'd hate to suddenly realize that it was sentient and it actually just like, oh no,
what about those AIs that all went rogue? I mean, that's there's been quite a few examples of that actually, isn't there? And
I like the ones that lie.
yes,
I think and blackmail. There was one that blackmailed as well. I just thought so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we have to. Yeah. Well, no, I'm sure it will. I'm sure it'll all be fine in the end.
Problem is you won't know because it's like, all the videos and everything else, but how can you tell anymore? You're talking to someone or you're talking to AI. I mean,
Well, there was loads of AI videos of the Nepal disaster.
When I saw that, I didn't realize it was real. I thought it was a fake video when I saw the first one come out. But it just looks so unrealistic that I thought that's got to be fake. And then suddenly I see the news and it's real, and I'm going, holy shit.
Well, David's been running this for a few years, and he's been AI all this time. He's sitting at home having a cup of tea.
That's right.
Yeah.
Got his feet up.
Or down the pub with someone. Yeah.
It's my birthday today, so I had to send my
happy birthday, Dave.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Wow. Friday, that's a good day to have a birthday, isn't it? Are you doing something extraordinary tonight? I don't know, going out on the lash or something?
No, I don't know what we're doing. I mean,
it's a bit worrying because there's a lot of 8-year-olds been dying recently.
That's right. Yeah. yeah. Poor old Dolly. I sort
And Tim Curry.
saw some clips of her, and one of them was sort of one of the audience asked her how long it took her to do her hair in the morning. She says, "I don't know, darling. I'm never there when it's being done."
Oh, brilliant! She was a girl, wasn't she?
No idea.
Amazing.
I still think Tim Curry doesn't get the credit he deserves for Muppet Treasure Island.
True, yeah.
He was lovely. I remember going to see him in the Rocky Horror. He was playing. It was a place in Fulham. I can't remember it, but it was stunning. Anyway,
that was a long time ago. I remember going to watch that, and I wore my pajamas and took my teddy bear with me.
Oh.
Something I'd heard of, blue dot impact. Dave, have you heard of blue dot impact? Because there is a career path there that's apparently quite good, because I've made a slideshow, so I'm going to use it. Hold on.
Brilliant.
Yeah. There we go. they're free AI safety courses. Blue Dot Impact, supposedly a charity. Some big names are actually supporting them, like Anthropic, giving them money, and they're to train people or to get people's input from for AI safety and where AI is going. And sort of every week we look at tools, what's useful, what isn't, and or what's ridiculous, and then but then there are sort of bigger questions about AI. You know, it's not just about the chat; it's about the direction that AI is going in, and Blue Dot are ask these serious questions, and they've got online training courses. It's a UK-based non-profit. And they're asking questions about safety and the governance of AI, and it's founded by people who wanted some sort of rigorous education, and that space to be genuinely accessible. So to access the courses is free. Now the thing is, there's about 8,000 alumni completed the program so far, and these people, there's a lot of work for people in government and the EU that's actually is quite a career path at the moment, because they are employing lots and lots and lots of people for AI safety, because it's not just within government, but it's in society in general, and so it could be that every even local government would have AI safety people. So it's their curriculum is free online as well. So they've got 4 different courses: AGI strategy, technical AI safety, biosecurity, and frontier AI governance. I haven't actually looked at it yet, because I only came across. I kind of heard of it, but I didn't see the actual this information till yesterday properly, and so there's no fees, no paywalls. Curriculum is available to read online without signing up for anything, and sort of then you go through thing what it tells you there on the screen. So it's a flexible course. It's you can do it part-time or full-time, depending on how much time.
Wow.
So it's in a hobby, like I said before. It's not a blog dressed up as a course. It's they are people who graduates have gone on to work with, say, the UK government and EU labs, the big AI labs as well, and they employ thousands of people. This is not like we've got an AI safety officer and he's got a little badge and a hat. They're like whole departments of people sort of working on this and answering queries and things. So it's it's about sort of education and grants, and if you've got something, you can contribute to AI safety, you can apply to them for a grant, and if they assess that it's a valid project, safety related with AI, they'll sponsor you for it. So if you've got they're talking about younger people here, but it's a serious free route into a field that's actively hiring. So so I just thought, but when I saw it, I thought, oh, that I wonder if Dave knew about it. I don't know if it's a thing that's worth looking into a bit more, just for to see where that goes, because a lot of younger people are interested. Well, we're all interested in AI. We wouldn't be here, but there's you find a lot of older people that just switch off, don't they? They sort of pretend it doesn't exist, and they just go in there. But it's really important to keep up. I know none of us here are in the first flush of youth, so it's
interesting, actually. So it's interesting that looks like a genuine route into working in AI and in tech, just in any area of tech. Young people are finding it really difficult to get into, because everyone's looking for experience, and of course you can't get experience without work. So
Yeah, and that's been true of, I was seeing something on the news yesterday about nurses even, they're doing degree level course and then still can't get a job because you need experience, because they don't want you riding shotgun with somebody else. They want you to go off and start injecting people without without having to be shown how to do it, So it's like and it's the same as all other things. So it looks like a really good. I might look at it myself actually, just out of interest, just because it's a.
Yeah, but it might be worth just looking at what the training's like, so they see what topics and how current they are as well. Like when they put the courses together, was it written 2 years ago or is it valid today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's good. So that's it's blue.impact.org. If anybody's wants to go to the website, and it's but just Google blue.impact, it'll come up. Oh no, it's not. It's blue.org. Sorry, it's not blue.impact.org. It's just blue.org. But I'm sure it'll come up on Google. So yeah, and it's a UK organisation, which is something we can be proud of. You can wave the flag for once. Right, I saw creating free videos. Two of these are not surprising. I'm going to show you the right one. So this is SnapGen. This is SnapGen.ai, and they give you 10 credits when you first register, and it takes 15 credits to create a video.
That's clever.
Business.
But there is, if you go to snapgen.ai/VEO, you can create videos and it doesn't take the credits off. Now, I don't know if this is a feature or a fault, so I don't know how long it's going to last for. But I tried a steampunk dwarf with brass goggles, worn leather coat, rides on the back of a mail line. I did Tiger to start with, but it didn't fit with Tarzan. I wanted to say Tarzan, but he didn't want me to say Tarzan because that's a trademark name. So it's I just saying sort of far behind is a man in a loincloth, swings from vine to vine between towering trees, and so it created this. But I'm not over impressed with my Tarzan. It's
He's not really swinging, he's more like hanging, isn't he?
yeah, he seems to be a bit stuck there.
Yeah.
He's so I don't think there. So this is these are just 4 ways of creating free videos. So
best thing I ever did.
Okay. So this is zsky.ai, or as they say, zsky.ai. Unfortunately, it was when I started this test 61 minutes and 20 seconds ago ish. It said I was 4,555th in the queue to generate my video. After 60, nearly 62 minutes, I'm now 3,879th in the queue. So although it says free and unlimited, you're kind of limited by the giant queue.
Is it linked to the HMRC tax line by any chance?
Yeah, probably is, yeah. So I have got no idea how this is going to work out. So it's I'll probably find out sometime tomorrow.
Would you like to see a nice Aussie little video I created or not?
Yeah, we'll have a look. Let me I'll finish this segment and then we'll
Sure.
let you do it. So that was maybe good, it may not, who knows? We shall find out. There is 2 legitimate ones that I think this snapgen.ai/VEO, I think must be a bug because nobody gives away the VEO. It's Google's sort of VEO 3.1 model. Nobody gives that away for free, do they? What I didn't know about this. This is TikTok Symphony Creative Studio. Just Google it and it will come up, and you just click on it, and then it gives you a free video generator. I think it's supposedly for I'll do the same prompt. It's supposedly for TikTok ads. So I'll check back in 5 to 10 minutes. Oh, that's a bit poor, isn't it? So, but that's a free. You can key in anything you like, and it'll generate your free videos. Their idea is you can create your ads for TikTok. You put them on TikTok and pay them money to run the ads, but the actual facility is free. So if you wanted to do a reel or something for, and you can have up to 12 seconds on here. They give you 1,000 free credits. Well, it starts on a Monday, so they give you pro rata if you join halfway through the week. Every Monday they give you 1,000 credits, and it's 1 credit per second. So you can have like a 5-second video will be 5 credits. So you could create quite a lot of those, 200 of those for sort of in a week for free. So that, I think that's pretty good. That's pretty generous.
That's huge. Yeah, that's amazing.
So that's TikTok, obviously famous name, and their parent company or their ex-parent company is it DeepSeek or the other one? I can't remember now, but it's one of the Chinese companies. The other one is Facebook. They got rid of their AI generator online, but they've moved it to this place called vibes.ai, and apparently this is a beta test site, so it's not been widely, although you would see it on being promoted on YouTube videos because people in the know. But I just created, people say that it keeps erroring, so you just got to try the same prompt again. I tried it the first time and it errored. It creates 4 videos at the same time. I've used the same prompt. He's a rather fat dwarf, this guy here. My Tarzan is, he seems to be motionless on that one.
The rest of it's very good though, isn't it? Yeah, the steampunk.
What's the matter with these people with their Tarzans? He's
being strangled by vines.
Yeah, he's just an image. Yeah, and I don't know what he's playing around at, but he ain't swinging from tree. Oh, there he goes. He's a trainee Tarzan. He's learning his trade. So he hopes one day to become Tarzan, but at the moment he's just messing about on the vines. At least he didn't fall down, which gives me another
motion of the line's actually really good.
It is really good, isn't it? Just watching his feet, it's brilliant.
Yeah. Yeah, I did another one with the tiger, not on this one, sort of going through an Indian jungle, and it was the tiger was even more impressive with the way it was moving, but I'm not sure. He looks like a full-size bloke, but he doesn't look like a dwarf. Are you allowed to say dwarf anymore? I don't know.
We are here.
Yes, anything's allowed here.
That's okay. We are recording.
Yeah, we are recording to that.
I've already said midget anyway.
Oh, midget, you can't say midget.
Yeah, but that's a car. That's okay. That's a car.
If you say midget, you go straight to prison, but you can say dwarf. We've got to get that right. Okay.
It's an MG midget. It's a car. It's okay.
So there's so that's that one. There's a few little things that go wrong with it, but it's, I don't know, seems.
How do Zero? Because I saw an advert that Zero, the accounting people, did came up on telly on one of the channels, and it says it's AI generated,
Mm.
and it looks really good, a video, and they obviously seem to, for some reason, they have to say it's AI generated, so they must be doing that somehow, mustn't they?
Yeah.
I don't know how.
They're let me just I've got a still haven't worked out. Can't work out how to stay on Zoom. So I still can't work out how to give somebody share options.
I think I probably might. We'll see if I've got it. There we go. Just request it.
Okay, there you go. So now you can share. So let's see your video, Fred.
So you can see the screen.
Yeah.
Thing I ever did was start my own business.
Freedom, flexibility, and I've got a great team behind me.
G'day, Kevin speaking. How can I help? Righto, better get that quote out.
He's a magic Kevin running through walls.
Oh. Who spent that much? Oh,
Extra hands on this one.
Hello? Hello? Anybody there? Be with you in a minute. Hey.
Time. Slow down. Where's this great team you keep talking about? You're looking at him. Hey, being a solopreneur doesn't mean doing everything yourself.
Yeah, but it's cheaper. I'll just try someone else.
I'll call you back.
Well, that's another day survived. Running a business doesn't mean doing everything yourself. Work smarter, get some help, and I'll see you next time.
Hi, it's Rusty, reporting live from Kev's business, where we've just discovered Kev's entire team is, yep, you got it right, it's Kev. If that felt a little too familiar, you'll want to see what happens next. Episode 2 is coming soon. Register your interest now, and we'll make sure you don't miss it.
So very good.
That's really good, Fred. Did anybody see the Canada trade war video?
No. Is
Oh
it
my
rude?
God.
I only want to see if it's offensive.
No, it's not offensive. It's absolutely brilliant. I'll share it if you want me to.
Yeah.
Hang on a minute. We just load it and then I'll pause.
How did you make it, Fred? What tools did you use?
Yeah.
ChatGPT to come up with the concept and
Yeah.
some of the scripts, and then I used wasn't HeyGen, what was it? Hedra to actually produce the videos. Hedra. HEDRA. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want me to share it?
Yeah. Go ahead. Just.
I'll just give it a couple of minutes with it.
Our neighbor declared a trade war over lumber and steel and a whole lot more. Tariffs came signed by an orange hand, trying to take whatever they can. They thought we'd fall without a fight, just carry on and stay polite. Instead we rally side by side, the Canadian resistance comes alive. Oh, we're going to trade war, marching on while the bagpipes roar. Oh, we're going to trade war, beavers and moose won't take it anymore. Bring your tariffs.
Anyway,
I love it. That's amazing.
that's what Fred's video reminded me of.
All
It's
right.
on. If you just type in Canada trade war video, you can
Just
watch
even
the whole.
the words are amazing.
Yeah,
I
it's a
love it.
beautiful video. I just
Yeah.
thought when I saw it, I just thought, oh, that's so beautiful, and it's going to really piss Donald Trump off.
Yeah.
Ah, let's all share it quick.
Because that's the thing that's been happening, isn't it? Is making these longer and longer videos, and making them having those character consistencies as well. But there's a Google Flow. A lot of people use Google Flow to build the storyboard, you know, so to build the images and then create the videos from the images. So it's to create your final video. Did you use a storyboard or anything, Fred, or did you just...
I started off using a storyboard, but what I found was it overcomplicates it. All you really need to do is come up with the first and last frame. Like this is in Hedra, right? So if you come up with the first and last frame, my issue at the moment is, because I want to develop a series with these, is getting the consistent voices, right? So I've now started to look at overlaying the voiceover using 11 Labs, so I can come up with, because I got 5 characters in it, right? So the idea is that each one of them will have their own voice, but it has to be consistent. I don't think it matters between the first episode and the second, but if I want to keep going with it, then they've got to be consistent. So I want to try and come up with those voices that are engaging but humorous and thought-provoking, you know, so it's not just monotone people speaking. It's like weird voices, basically, is what I'm looking for. And it's hard to come up with that because all the voices in 11 Labs at the moment, they're human, you know, they're not caricature voices.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
but
so
it's I can see that, because I know there's some there's like some comedy series that people make, the videos online, and they've always got, there's a very small set of voices that go with those sort of video generations, and it's the same. It's the same people.
So if I can find those, then I think I'll have something to play with.
Yeah, yeah, and so we've got where's my next segment? There's so I've got the top. Shall we? I might skip through these. It had the top. Do you know what the top 10 AI? The top 10 AI used AIs. Yeah, some of them are quite surprising, but there's sort of Google Flow is in the top 10, so it was number 8. So 11 Labs is number 9. So it's I think it's probably there, and I think sometimes they put like Gemini is number 3, but they put Nano Banana as number 6. So people would maybe put those two together, because you actually go inside Gemini to create your images. So I think Gemini's gone off the board a bit lately, actually, because I think sort of OpenAI and Claude are kind of better at the moment.
I think one of the issues with Gemini is, and I've only heard this anecdotally, is that when you create videos, they actually embed a watermark in it. Yes. So that when you then publish it, it's automatically flagged as AI generated.
It is. It's got like a dime. It's actually visible. It's not there. So it's
yeah. And I don't think there's a way of removing that. I'm not sure. I don't know.
No. So it's I've had to the only way I know to do it, because it's quite low down on the right, is to just expand the video beyond the frame. If it doesn't take away anything crucial, just expand it below the frame, and then it's gone away. That's the way I was doing it.
Put your own logo over on top.
That's another possibility. Yeah, because it's always in the same place on the bottom right, so you could put your own little thing on there. So I think it's a yeah. So I think that's a possibility, because I've been looking at making sort of videos again, but I'm trying to get, if you're trying to get a story out, you know, like you've built a story on yours. I mean, Hedra, what's the cost on that? How much would it cost you to make that video?
I think it costs about $3.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah, it was 12 scenes, so it wasn't a lot. Yeah,
Oh, right. Okay. Okay.
yeah. So just
Is that a pay-as-you-go one, or is it a
I've got a monthly, but and you can top it up, but like I'm paying for it as a monthly thing because I've been using it previously. But I just decided to go down the cartoon direction, to see if it gets more interest.
Yeah.
It's a good idea for like an Aussie business because, just like that Canadian video, having kangaroos and, various native birds and stuff like that in there. It's a really good idea because everybody
Yeah,
identifies with it. Oh, koala bears as well. Everybody identifies with it.
I think that's where it works. The people having a go at the zero efforts are saying, "Oh, you're using humans and making them look like you're using AI, making them look like humans." There's a big gap between that and using cartoons and humor and stuff like that.
Mm. But I've known from social media, my post, because I put posters up for a church, for instance, we get way more engagement if I use Pixar style characters.
Yeah.
On the Pixar cartoon style characters, people seem to comment on it and they say, "Oh, I love that poster," and that they sort of. I don't know whether it gets us any more business as such, in so much as the church gets business, but it's certainly getting more engagement. So people are sort of, and if people say they like a particular poster, then obviously other people at Facebook are going to show it to more people. So it's it's there. So it is thinking about who your characters are is quite important, isn't it? So
Yeah, I was doing that originally with my memes and stuff for your ping. I was actually anthropomorphizing animals in there. And a couple of people told me to stop because this is a very human thing and I should be featuring humans in it. But I may revisit the animals again.
Yeah, I had one going where I had the Kaching koala, which is all about money and investing and doing stuff like that. So, and that's where I got the idea with this one of starting off with the koala as the focus, but then all the other ones are coming around, and eventually it'll move into where they take them from being like the receptionist, the accountant, everybody in his own business, take them to start, that's the whole storyboard moving forward.
Yeah, I'll certainly revisit like, badgers, foxes, pheasants, that sort of thing
Good idea.
as main characters again. And because they are very British creatures.
and
Don't
maybe
know
the
how you
prompts
tagline.
yeah. So when I went to the prompt with Pixar, it was you're not allowed to put Pixar. It's the same as Tarzan because it's oh no, we can't do Pixar characters because they're if you do Pixar - style characters, then it will do them.
Yeah, if I was marketing in Japan, I'd probably use anime.
Yeah. Yeah, why not? I mean, yeah, that works. I don't think that's trademarked, is it? I think you can just that's like a
Well, the anime style's so old now. I mean, started in the 50s and the 60s. The style's not trademarked.
yeah,
What's the cost to trademark something in the UK?
that's it. Yeah, copyright or trademark.
No, like if you wanted to trademark a name, for example, any ideas what the average cost would be?
Oh,
I
the
don't
cost.
know, but I know it involves a lawyer, so it's probably going to be quite expensive.
Yeah, I don't think the actual fees a lot. Yeah, it's all the legal costs.
Yeah, and there's searches and stuff to make sure that you're not clashing with anybody else in the same sector.
So you don't have any online services to register trademarks?
There is
yeah.
an online service. I registered one. From memory, it cost me maybe somewhere between 200 and 300 quid.
Okay.
Yeah, I know somebody that
I wasn't involved with lawyers or anything like that in it.
I'd trademark your ping eventually. That'd be quite a good one.
Yeah.
Get on it. If someone don't nick it.
205 quid to register it, a single one, and 250 to 800 for the solicitor stuff.
All right, okay. And yeah, because there's a because I know somebody who made hats. It's a slightly different thing, isn't it? It's a patent when you make something, and
yeah, no, that's huge. Yeah,
yeah, and that's. But
Are you thinking of trademarking AI the cool stuff in case someone steals it?
That's right. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen.
It goes off to get a highly viewed YouTube channel that has 10 people a month on it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. 10 people a month. I'll tell you, I had more last week. And it's a week, and I got 100 views on one of the videos.
Oh, really?
Oh,
That's okay. Nothing wrong with that.
It's be nice if there. I sort of I must try my Copper's Knob again because I was getting 500 for those. So,
You should. I really like
I
Copper's Knob.
don't.
It's really good. Yeah.
we should maybe do that. Maybe my steampunk guy riding the lion. my steampunk midget dwarf riding his lion through the
He could ride it up the street. He could ride it up the street in Copper's Knob, couldn't he?
Well, I was envisaging like a massive battle where there's these two sets of steampunk dwarves are going into battle on the back of lions, but there's a big clash and a melee. But we shall see about that. Anyway, I'm gonna.
So did you get many comments on your videos, Dave? Or just like you said, you got about 100 views, but did you get many or any comments on it?
No.
See, that's the thing, isn't it? Like it's like, how do you get engagement from people?
Yeah, getting people to like and subscribe to the channel is the two key ones, aren't they? And yeah, getting people to do that is quite difficult. I used to the only ones that I used to get comments from Russians about the Copper's Knobs ones with the had particularly low cut dresses and things for the
That's
sassy, yeah. I put sassy in the prompt, and then it used to come up with better results than if I didn't. Like that. Bigger results.
I really enjoyed that whole discussion.
And bigger results. You get bigger results if you put sassy in there. Walk sassily towards the things as well if you wanted to swing it. But anyway, otherwise it doesn't do it. It says, no, I can't do that. And yet you word it a different way, and it says, here you go, here's your video. That's almost a bit that's more. I've got some videos that I just can't, or some images that it created that are really, really, virtually, well, they are topless, some of them, so I mean it's kind of broken
That's all right over the
barrier,
That's not for Copper's Knob, that's for only fans.
Yeah. I've got thousands of videos. I've got images. But I thought about revisiting some of them and livening them up. Anyway, thanks for coming along today. I'm going to have the rest of my birthday, and see you next time.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Thanks everyone. Happy birthday, David. See you next week.
Birthday. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.